such the heavy New York presence that's been out here. We saw Fat Joe here a couple of games ago. Yep. Tonight, the fans was deep. It really felt like they were louder. The New York fans were louder than the ATL fans. How much did that inspire you tonight?
I mean, that just shows the love that our fans got. You know, they support us around the world, and in a playoff series to make us feel at home in another team's city speaks volumes about our fan base. They're the best fans in the world.
Okay, I got two quick ones for you. The first one, after Game 3, you guys obviously made a more of a concerted effort to run offense through you. Just what did you think about that decision overall, and to have your only career playoff triple doubles to come in the last 3 games? Just what do you make of how?
No, I just wanted to answer the call. You know, you asked for the opportunities, and they obliged, and you know, I got to repay that trust and that opportunity. So. You know, I just want to do whatever. I always talk to y'all about impact and winning. They gave me, you know, I got more opportunities to do that, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't not take advantage of them and of the opportunities I was given. And I'm proud that I've been able to help us win.
And second, I mean, you guys go up by 60, 61 at some point today. Just what's it like to be part of that, and then just to keep your foot on the gas and not to let them come back in this game?
I mean, it just. It speaks volumes, you know, about our team. You know, when we're locked in and playing close to our best, you know, we're really, really good. So, you know, it's about finding that team, that version of us consistently, especially in the 7-game series. You know, just tapping into that version of us more often than not.
Okay, speak of that, have you ever been in a game in the playoffs where y'all played this well as a team and as a unit?
You know, I don't know, but I just know at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how well you play as long as you get the W. You know, I think our fans would have been happy with whatever came as long as the W came. If it was up by 60, if it was winning by 1, as long as we got the win, I think New York was going to be happy and proud. So I'm happy, like I said, that we were able to come out here and find a way to win the toughest game of the series. Like I said last time, it's the game that ends someone's season. It's the toughest one. So we got the job done today.
And then just real quick, has this brought you all closer, even with the coach knowing this is the first year with coach, has it brought you all closer this series?
I think for us as a team, we've always been close. We showed that last year. I think that this just shows, you know, it's been up and down, ebbs and flows of the season. It's understandable the fans didn't know what version they would see of us, especially after during this series, you know, we didn't play our best basketball. And for us to make a statement about who we could be when we're playing at, you know, we're clicking on all cylinders. It's great for us to have this kind of tape so that we could look back at it and see when we're playing our best, what are we doing correctly. But like I said, it's about consistency in the playoffs. How many times can we do that in a 7-game series?
Karl, in the beginning of the year, Mike was talking about how many adjustments you had to make and how much you had to learn in what he was doing. I'm just wondering, like, at what point in the year did you become comfortable in your role and feel like you could thrive in your role?
I've never doubted my ability. You know, I never doubted the work I put in. You know, I just, you know, you gotta adjust. You gotta adjust, especially with a lot of new things being thrown at you and being asked to do a lot more things that are, you know, something that hasn't consistently been asked of me in my career. So it's one thing anyone who knows me has followed my career. I'm willing to sacrifice and do whatever it takes for the team to win. And I think this year I've shown that again, that, you know, whatever the team needs me to do or the player that needs me to be, I'll step up to the plate and step up to the challenge.
Kat, to your right.
Last 2 guys. Right here.
Obviously, you don't want to lose back-to-back 1-point games. That's not the best-case scenario. But
Well, give credit to them too. They're a great team.
But I guess my question is, by putting yourself into a little bit of a hole there, I mean, does that kind of make you guys feel even better about what you're capable of doing, and that you put these 3 games back to back after kind of putting your season in kind of in a crucible?
I mean, I hope that last year we showed that mental fortitude and that grit that made us special in our last postseason run, and to be finding that kind of resiliency in this playoffs is special. So, yeah, it speaks volumes about our team that we were able to bounce back from 2 disappointing losses. That, again, the Hawks is a great team; they deserve to win, but we had to step up to the challenge, being down in the series, and super proud of our guys that when everything wasn't going our way, we found a way to continue to find unity and trust in each other and fall back on each other in our locker room and on the guys in that locker room, and be professionals and also be family and come out and win these games.
Last one.
Karl, triple-double threat in Game 4 and Game 6. And I'm just curious, being a fan of basketball before you were a player, do any playoff matchups from your childhood come to mind when you saw people, I guess, put together a triple-double?
I don't know. I just, you grow up, you watching, in my era, you're watching the Lakers win with Shaq and Kobe. And for me as a big man, I just wanted to dominate the game like Shaq, especially in these moments. So, when you get older, you realize that, impact and winning is the most important thing. And like I always say, I just step on that court every day and I just want to impact winning. And I'm very honored and blessed, all glory to God that I've been able to do that in this series. But we got to reset. You got to do it again. I always talk about the word consistency. We got to be consistent in being this version that we showed tonight. We showed what we could be like when we're clicking all cylinders. But the series is over. We got to go back. We got to reset. We're going to understand we got to start at 0-0 again.